On, guys? Lone Phantom Theft here, or whatever you want to call me, or you guys could call me retarded version of Luna. So today I have another story time about the Sonic Fanboy Part 2, and I got Sonic Adventure in the background just to add a little bit of a joke to it. So this was a while back ago. This was, like I said, this was 11th grade, and to make some things clear, I got my 3DS like right after Christmas. That's when I got it, because that's part of the story took kind of place after Christmas or whatever. So, yeah. But this started out, typical day. I get up, get ready for school, grab my 3DS, grab my phone and my headphones, listen to some music, listen on the bus. Of course, Adam gets on. Or not Adam, that's not his name. Of course, Sonic gets on the bus, talking about Sonic or whatever. Typical stuff. And I say, is it possible 5 seconds for you to stop talking about that? Just quick question. He's like, well, I can do whatever I want, Jesus Christ. And I'm like, oh my god. So I just put my headphones in, just blast the music till I can't hear anything. And then I go about my day, go to first bell, do my typical English. He asked for a pencil this time, I say no. And he's like, Nick, I thought we were friends. And he starts crying like a little bitch. And I said, no, we're not friends. So let me explain some stuff why he's a creepy Sonic guy. Okay, so first off, he Sonic ran and Naruto ran. I would do that just as a meme, just as to troll people. Also, I was kind of a class clown, so, I kind of was the clown. I gotta embrace the clownness. And he would also draw Sonic furry fan porn and, fan fiction characters. Okay, so here's what you guys could do. Close your eyes, picture the most neckbeard virgin you can think of that's above at least 17 or middle school or whatever. That's pretty much this guy. That's pretty much what he looks like. And so I have some more crazy stories. Basically, this guy would sneak in the girls' bathroom, and he would corner girls and hug them. I'm like, that's waiting to be on a watch list on jail or whatever. Be in prison or whatever. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And I eventually am like, look, I hate you, but I at least want to give you some advice so you don't die alone. I just said, you gotta be just talking to people normal, like typical normal. Just start conversations and stuff, and, typical stuff, like, just kind of flirt with girls. That's what they like. I don't know, I don't understand girls. I was just making some bullshit up. And he's like, I'm like, do you got that? He's like, uh-huh. And I'm like, what did I just say? He said, Nick, you have pretty eyes. I'm like, what the fuck? So that's what I was like. I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking gay. I'm not fucking gay. I'm just like, what, are you fucking gay? And I'm just like, why? Why does he do this? There was also a one time where I want to share another story about one of the JVC students. Oh, this is a pretty interesting story with Sonic. So, basically this kid thinks Sonic is love, Sonic is life. But this kid is a JVC student. We'll call him Calvin. I don't know, I thought of Calvin because I think of Leafy. But I was going to say, we'll call him Calvin. So was he was a juvenile delinquent. He had a bad habit of getting into trouble. He was one of those kids that think they're hard. He was in jail 2 times a year. And he said he wanted to almost break out. Like, he said he wanted to almost break out because he wanted to break out because his girlfriend got hugged by Sonic, the Sonic boy or whatever. So, yeah, he's like, Nick, you got my back, don't you? Next time you see him, just feel free to beat his ass for me. And if anybody goes after you, just say, Alex says it's okay, or whatever. Yeah, this kid was total gangsta. He said, show him what it has coming. So, I talked to him. Typical stuff. Now, this kid was hard. Like, he was hard as hell. He had 2 prison records in high school. He barely passed. He told a teacher to smoke a blunt once, which I just find hilarious, and I just amuse him. So, yeah, he's like, kick his ass. I'm like, don't worry, I won't snitch on it. He's like, you better not, my homie. He didn't say homie, he said something else. The N-word. But he was half black, so he kind of had to get out of jail free pass, so. Excuse me, choking on saliva. So, yeah, that was pretty much the gist of it. I one day actually said to his brother, because I'm like, I told him in study hall, Sonic Kid, to shut up. I'm like, can you shut up for 5 seconds? And like, don't be mean to me. And his brother's like, Nick, don't be mean to him. It's no wonder why you have no friends. I'm like, it's no wonder why you're a bad role model on your little brother. You're supposed to be his fucking role model, and look at him. He's going to end up in prison. It's like, my brother is such a good kid. He wouldn't do anything wrong. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, look at him. He's hugging girls. He's a creeper. He's going to end up in prison. And then I'll say I called it on Facebook. Because it's back when Facebook was relevant. So, what does he do in reality? Does he either A, just say, Nick's got a point. B, acts like a total Karen bitch mode and goes, Ree! Or C, just ignore me. He does B. And so we start throwing punches again because I really did not like this kid. And I literally wanted to beat the shit out of him, and they got away with it or whatever. So, yeah, that was pretty fun. But we 1v1'd. I just took all of his punches. Because I was not looking to get into a fight that day. So, yeah, that was just a crazy story. But, yeah, there's more stories about him ranting. You know how I said last video he stole pencils, right, from me? Well, he would take the tips of his, you know, the eraser part, and, like, put it in his ear. Like, eat earwax. His own earwax, which is just, it's absolutely disgusting. I'm like, dude, why do you do that? That's disgusting. No wonder why you're going to die being a virgin. And his brother goes back at me. I'm like, should I have said that? I don't know. Probably. But I feel like I said the right thing, because he was just such a weird kid. So, yeah, I have to, I'm proud to reconnect so I can share more stories about it. Maybe I'll interview one of my friends on Skype, see if he's cool with it. If I can end up doing that, I would like to get some views. I would like to make a part 3 and basically interview one of my friends and tell him some of the craziest stories about him. So, yeah, the goal for that is we'll need 2 likes for this video. If we can get 2 likes, I'll see if I can try to get someone to interview with me. So, yeah, that was just basically a rant about this Sonic kid. Like I said, he draws porn, Sonic porn. Sonic runs, he basically prays to Sonic because apparently Sonic is love, Sonic is life to him. And, yeah, pretty much he's a Sonic freak. And he makes, just picture everyone on DeviantArt that looks like him, so. Yeah, he looks like one of those people on DeviantArt that just basically draw stuff, and then he would also steal art, which was just priceless because he couldn't draw for shit, and then he would make it, like, looking like crappy, like, CGI, I don't know what you would call it, like Microsoft Paint on the thing to make Sonic OCs. It was depressing. I'm like, are you really serious? That looks like a 4-year-old drew it. He's like, well, I'm still working on it. I'm like, dude, I don't think it will look good. I'm sorry. I feel like if you make Photoshop with Microsoft Paint, it's just not going to look good. You know? You feel me? Yeah, so that's just kind of the gist of what I have to say about that. You feel me? So, yeah. Alright, guys. Sorry this was kind of a negative video. I have another story coming up. It is Naruto Runner 1, and Discord's starting to blow me up again. And then also I have another story about probably the worst job I've ever had in the past. So also, I want to take a time and say this. I want to thank you guys for supporting me, even though I don't post often. And I just want to thank you guys for that. You guys are amazing. I just started a part-time job working 6 hours a lot at a store, so that takes a lot out of me because I'm a stalker and I have to pick up a bunch of heavy stuff. So as soon as I usually go home, I usually just go to bed and I don't feel like making a video, so I apologize for me being a lazy fuck. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, stay happy.